Hello all, it's time for a new number. Yes, it's not the final 250 anymore, it's the very first final 200. Yes, we passed the 1000 game mark. We are precisely on 1001 games to be exact, and it's also going to be a first revisit of the series because I'm going to one of my two local CEXs, one that's a little bit trickier to get to for a non-car owner, that is. We're going back to Harlow town. So obviously always hopeful, always optimistic that I can add to the collection. It's been quite a while since I've been there, so that's why I'm quite hopeful and optimistic. We are a good 20 minutes walk away at the moment, but we are making our way there, and we'll be there not too long. 20 minutes ain't that bad, is it? But anyway, let's get the Harlow Town CEX and hopefully add to the final 200. Okay, so back home from Harlowtown CX and a first revisit for the series. Went into Harlowtown CX, as I said, on 1001 games, and I must admit, I thought if I had two, I'll do all right here because I've kind of entered that zone of there's not going to be a lot I need. Or that was what I said in the back of my mind anyway. But somehow we managed to pick up 5 games that we needed. and that brings the collection total up to 1,006. So a nice little dent into the final 200. Anyway, let's go through the games, and as per usual, I'll be doing these in ascending price order. And first up is a re-entry into the collection as such, because NBA 2K11 I did have once upon a time. In my little quest to get an achievement of every game I own, when I bunged this one in, it didn't work. Had a look at the disc, inspected it, there was a top scratch, so that was why it didn't work. But anyway, as per usual, it's got to have a manual. This one doesn't have a manual, but my copy that doesn't work, which I still got, has got a manual, so that one did not bother me. It is a CEX where the manuals have to be in the case for you to know that they've got the manual, so not a problem putting the manual in there. We'll do that straight away after I finish recording this, but we've got NBA 2K11 back into the collection, and looking at the disc, it should be fine. Right, next up is The Blob 2. Now, I passed on this so many times, and even at this cheap price, because I thought I had it, but I decided to actually check my list for once while I was in there, because something in the back of my mind said, do you know what, I don't remember seeing that on your shelf. I didn't have it on my shelf, because my list said I didn't have it on my shelf. I do have a The Blob game on the Xbox One, so maybe that was where the confusion came in. But anyway, for £2.50, did the manual check, because obviously I haven't got another one of these. It's in there. It's been attacked by a game, but it's in there. Like I always say, I don't care if it's been attacked by a game. I just want the manuals in there. So at £2.50, checking I haven't got it, and I haven't got it, always going to pick it up at that low price once I realise. Right, next up is another re-entry to the collection as such. I did actually pick this up once upon a time, and it was only 20p, so I wasn't going to leave it behind, but the disc was absolutely battered. And I thought, well, for 20p, it's worth the risk. However, it did play for a bit, but it got so far in and the loading screens, it froze. And I was like, yeah, that's obviously the condition of the disc. So I had it in the back of my mind that I needed to replace it. And it was in that CEX at £3. I thought £3 for one of the later Pez's, that'll do nicely. We'll get this one finally into the collection properly. And again, the disc on this one is absolutely fine. There should be no issues with that. Opening it up, it's got the writing on the inlay, so I'm quietly confident that it shouldn't have a manual. So that's not a problem. But it's nice to finally have this one properly and ticked off the list. And that certainly applies to this one. I know I've been missing this Adventure Time game for ages. The last of the 3 Adventure Time games that I've needed. You may have seen me actually in sort of live footage in video game markets actually pull this game out and have a look at it. And it's always got the manual missing. So when I saw it in Harlow CEX at £4, I thought to myself, oh, here we go again. It'll probably have no manual. But, boom, there it was. It was in there. And I thought, finally I can tick this one off. I've got all 3 Adventure Time games, only £4, never going to leave it behind if it's £5 or less. To be honest with you, I'm at the stage where if it's £10 or less, I'm never going to leave it behind if I need it, and that's what applied to Adventure Time. So we finally grabbed it, and we have all 3. Now in the last episode, or a very nearby episode, can't remember quietly, I think it's the last episode. Anyway, I picked up Nickelodeon Dance. Oh, that was right, Nickelodeon Dance was the 999th game that I put in the collection, so it was the last episode. And lo and behold, went into Harlow CEX, they had the other one, so got the miniature subset of the Nickelodeon Dance games on the Xbox 360 done. And another Kinect game ticked off the list, because as I keep saying in a lot of videos this year, has been my main focus to get the Kinect set done. So when I saw this in there, it's been another one that's turned up in the past and had no manual, I believe. But boom, it had the manual. It's been attacked by a game, but my rule about not caring as long as it's in there applies to this one, and it's nice to get this one done as well. And another one ticks off the Kinect list as well as the final 200. As I said, want to focus on the Kinect, so really pleased to always see a Kinect game that I still need. So yes, very happy to pick up, of all things, Nickelodeon Dance 2. So that puts us on 1006. Another episode of the final 250 is in the history books. If you have enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, because I like it when you do that, and so does YouTube. So thank you very much in advance if you do that. And if you stumbled across this video and you're new to the channel, please do consider subscribing. I would love you for it. If you subscribe, I love all my current subscribers already. We do have another episode coming soon, and I do believe it will be a new to me CEX, so watch out for that one. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, final thing to say here is thank you very much for watching, and as always, please do take care.